Hi guys, it's me Casey. I'm back again. The last time I was here, I told you that I was going to be coming back to you guys with something a little bit different this time. I actually had one of my viewers contact me in the comment section and ask me some questions about whether or not we were going to be receiving another stimulus check this year. Well, actually, I've been keeping up with that. I look at that every day on the news. I run across it here and there on different sites, and I do have a little bit of information on it. So for right now, I'm not cooking today. I'm not talking about jobs today. I'm going to give you what I've learned on the infrastructure bill that they've been talking about since they passed it a couple of weeks ago. Um, the information is going to be in that in detail. So guys, go on, get your pen and paper if you're interested, and we're going to get started in a minute. Be right back. Smooches. While I'm gone, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss anything that comes up, whether it's cooking, whether it's jobs, or whether it's anything else related that my viewers want to talk about. Thank you guys. Love you. See you in a few. Hey guys. I'm back, and like I told you earlier, I was doing something a little different because one of my viewers left me a comment asking me about whether or not I was familiar with if we were going to be receiving a stimulus check this year. Well, and she wants some information on what was going on with the $1.75 trillion bill that they passed recently. Okay? For my information, what I have from the news that I watch, and I'm a news watcher, I watch news every day. I watch the morning news, I watch the evening news, I watch the nightly news, I watch all of them. And I try to keep up on those things as well as other things that piques my interest because it has a bearing on me, it has a bearing on my family members. Okay, so jump right into it. The bill is called the Build Back Better Act. The President Biden is not yet finalized, but they're still working on the details, okay? They expect many more meetings and negotiations because the details of the package are not, really set yet. They still, got a few little things that they are working out, and it's taking time, okay? The Senate is looking to make some significant changes to the act from what's currently being considered. So they don't agree with everything that's being asked for in the act. So they're looking it over, and they're going to make some decisions, and they're going to make some suggestions, as what they always do, to be expected, guys. Okay, and they're looking to make several adjustments to the bill. And that's the reason many of the changes to the bill are expected. As of right now, it's unclear whether the changes will be negative or if the changes will be positive, guys, to the existing bill that's been already passed by the House Democrats. The Senate Democrats has been very forthcoming about they're looking to make changes, and they feel these changes are needed prior to their approving it. Nobody is absolutely sure how long the process is going to take, guys. Usually with these things, they drag it out because they've been dragging this one out for quite some time. It's been quite a while they've been dragging this bill out, guys. So who's to say how much longer it's going to be? But they are saying that the Senate wants to have it done and wants to have things in order and back to the desk of President Biden before Christmas. So that would be, that would be a nice thing. Okay? And then once it gets back to him, he'll put his signature on it, and hopefully things will just start rolling from there. It's been said that the same senators that they expecting to do their part and send the president back the paperwork for his signature, some of the changes that they're expecting to be addressed is some things that they've been tossing up for years. They've been talking about these things for years, guys. One of them is expansion of the Medicare benefits. They want to include dental, they want to include vision, and they want to include hearing benefits to the recipients of the Medicare benefits, who at the present don't have those things, and they basically have to pay for these things out of pocket, and I know you guys can only imagine what the cost of that is. Now, me, I worked with the elderly and the disabled for a lot of years. I actually retired from working with the elderly and the disabled on these kind of matters right here, and that's the reason why I think of it. And one thing I can say made me happy. I was very happy when they passed the bill that allowed Medicare to start paying for medications, because I had a lot of clients came in that their choice was, honestly, and I know people see this on TV and don't believe it, but honestly, their choice was medication or food. And it was sad, it really was. So they're looking at that, but so far they're saying that it's not looking good for those benefits, and the poor seniors, it looks like they might have to just fend for itself. Now they say that they are kind of considering, from what I'm saying, they're considering they're considering like a voucher program for the dental, and you get so many visits that the voucher would cover. So that would be a help for dental. Not set in stone, but it would be a help. And they're trying to enable something to help with the hearing. But take it from me, guys. From my experience working with the seniors and the elderly and the disabled who are Medicare recipients and they don't qualify for Medicaid and they don't have a third-party health insurance, they struggle, and it is the truth. Now, Medicare, a lot of people don't know that Medicare don't pay for glasses, but in the event that a person has cataract surgery, once their surgery is done and they're, completed the surgery and healed, then Medicare will fund them for one pair of glasses, and I'm sure that you guys know that's probably not going to be very, very expensive. They're not going to a whole lot of money. But my mom had cataract surgery, and once they completed both of her eyes, then Medicare did go in, and they did give her one pair of glasses, but that was the only pair of glasses that they had paid for ever, and they let her know that they don't pay for them again, because you shouldn't have to have the cataract surgery again. They don't pay for them again. Okay. There's also been some discussion. They're looking at other things, like they're talking about the debt limit, military spending. Not looking good for that either. They're talking about it, but it don't mean that it's going to be it's going to be approved in the package. And there's been some discussion on citizenship for immigrants who are in the country under work and visitors provisions. But as of right now, no real progress, guys. No real progress is being made. So far as of today, they say that the issue is still being looked at, so hang in there, guys. They may get that done, may not. Okay. And everybody is still in limbo about the stimulus check. You all recall we had the $1,200 stimulus check come first, and then we've had a $600 stimulus come. Then we also had a 1,400 additional stimulus check come once President Biden got into office. Well, they saying that that's still being looked at. Doesn't look good. Actually, what they're saying is that in order for us to get another stimulus check, that it's not really enough funds in the $1.75 trillion package to allow for that. So they say the only way that we may be able to get a stimulus check is if they would add some more money into it. And guys, we see the fight that we had just to get here. Just to get here. And it's not over yet. They're still fighting right now. So I don't know for sure. I can't tell you for positive. I can't tell you for sure. But we'll find out once they finish their discussions and once they're finished doing their negotiations. We'll find out, hopefully, by Christmas, whether or not we'll be looking at another stimulus check. And with the prices of food these days and the prices of gas and clothing, I mean, my goodness, I just don't see why we wouldn't get another stimulus check, because people are not going to be able to survive with this inflation that's going on right now, guys. I mean, I was at the grocery store today and I was flabbergasted. I went looking for a pack of bacon, and the smallest pack that I could find that wasn't even a pound, it was 12 ounces, was $6. And I'll let you know, it's still sitting there on the shelf. So I didn't, no. No. Okay, guys, and also we're going to talk about the child tax credit. Households that has children below the age of 6 has been receiving the $300 payment for that child, per child under the age of 6, and $250 per child 6 and over. They've been doing that for a few months now, and they are saying that more than likely, if one is received on December the 15th, then that'll more than likely be it. Now, they're talking that they're looking at trying to extend it into the 2022 year, but so far that's not set in stone, and we wouldn't want anybody to bank on that, because with all the things that they're looking at and all the things that they're trying to throw out, they may be looking at throwing that out as well. But we're going to be hopeful. We're going to hope that they go on and continue that, because that's not something that they're just actually giving you away. It's a tax credit. So, I mean, you get it when you do your taxes anyway. So they're just giving it to you up front right now. But all the people who've been receiving it, December the 15th may be it for you, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? And they're also talking, they've been talking a raise for Social Security recipients. They initially started off saying $200. I'm not really sure. Then later on I heard that they were going to do some type of a percentage, and it was going to be a large percentage. So I'm not really sure what it is that they're going to do, but they're still doing a little talking about the significant raise for the Social Security SSI recipients. I'm hoping that they're going to give me $200. Like I said, I retired from working with the elderly and the disabled, and they really could use that boost, because it's been rough out here for us who's not on a fixed income. So I can only imagine what's been going on with these elderly and these senior citizens, with the pandemic going on, and prices of things sky high, not able to get in the stock for the stores. And I've been looking for something at one of the stores that I bought regularly, and I'm not gonna say what it was, but I bought it regularly. I bought it probably every week, and for the past 8 weeks now, I go in and out of the store, and I always go to the register and ask, has it come in yet? I go by there because it's not too far from me, and I see the truck out there, and I go in and say, has it come in? And they tell me, no, we don't have that, because that's something that's out on one of the boats out in the ships out in the ocean that hasn't been able to make it here yet, to be put on a truck to even be transported here. And then we have a shortage of truck drivers. We have a shortage of everything, guys. So everything is being affected. So I don't want to say stock up, but I don't want to say don't stock up either, because you don't want to be without anything that you need or that you use regularly. So, go on and do that. Um, Also, they're looking at, they're talking about, which doesn't look good either, and it seems like I'm telling you guys things that's not looking good. I got to find something to tell you all that does look good, but they were talking free community college, which would be a wonderful thing. I mean, it's 2 years. In the 2 years, you can get some type of a trade, or you can get some type of, something under your belt, some type of education under your belt that allows you to go on and be able to pick up some employment somewhere that pays pretty good and that you would have a chance for advancement, especially if you're young. And your first 2 years would be free. And if you were to decide to transfer over to a 4-year college, you would only have to look at student loans for the 2 years that you would go beyond the community college, and that would be a great thing. They're also talking universal preschool, pre-kindergarten for the little small children. That's in the work, that's in the talk. We're going to be waiting for the answer, because a lot of children need that as well. I don't see a reason in the world why they shouldn't do that. As advanced as these children are these days, the 4-year-olds can take the computers and take the phones, and I know you guys know, and do more with them than we can. So why hold about? If they're that advanced at 3, 4 years old, get them in school. Get them in school, and that way maybe it'll cut down on the dropout rate. I think my own self, and I've always said from the time that my children were little, and my children are well grown now, I have grown grandchildren, I always said that they need to go to kindergarten at 3 years old, because they were smart enough to be able to do kindergarten at 3 years old, and then let them go do kindergarten at 3 years old, and once they get the 10th grade, they'll be graduating like in the 10th grade instead of going all the way for the 12th grade. You still have your 12 years in there, and they'll be graduating at 16 instead of 18, and it'll probably help with the dropout rate, because by the time they get old enough to start getting involved in things that would encourage them to drop out, they'll be already finished school. So hopefully, and on their way to college. So I think that would be a wonderful thing, guys. And I hope that can be done. I hope that we can get some universal health pre-kindergarten for the kids. Also, guys, we don't want to give up on all the things that they are proposing to do, like with the infrastructure bill, because they're looking at roads, they're looking at bridges, they're looking at fixing these things, and that will come with increased jobs, and hopefully people will, be happy to be able to get back out into the work world and start earning a living and getting back in. But until the pandemic calms down, that might be a problem. So guys, hopefully that helped you, and that gave you some insight as to what it is that they're trying to do with this $1.75 trillion. And right now, like I said, it's passed the House. We're looking at the Senate. The Senate are looking at things. The Senate are looking at making their changes, making their suggestions. And once the Senate do their part and pass it back over to the president for his signature, then we'll have a better understanding at some of the things that's going to be offered and some of the things that may help us. Let's hope that they keep in a lot of things that's going to help the families and the elderly, the people who really, really, really are need, because we're really the ones that's suffering. The families, the elderly, the children, we're really the ones that's suffering. And we need some help to get through this inflation. We need some help to get through this pandemic. We need some help to just get back. So guys, that's it for right now. I'm going to try to come back in a day or two and update you on what I find. I'll be watching the news tonight, as always. I'll be watching the news tomorrow morning, as always. And I'll get back to you when I can. Do me a favor, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, guys. And I'll be seeing you at the next time. I'm coming back with another work from home video. I've researched some companies that I think that you guys would be okay with. And I'm going to come back with that probably in a day or two also. And let you guys know who you need to contact for to get that nice paying job that you don't even have to leave home for, that you can work in your pajamas with a cup of coffee. Thanks, guys. Love you. Mwah. Smooches to you, baby. Smooches to you, baby. Love you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Love you.